population are you speaking to when you publicize your work? Like, do you have like a population? Is this like generally for women who are engaged in a certain level, or who find themselves victims of a certain type of domestic violence, or you like women between the ages of this and that, or this demographic, this geography?
So now they do talk about the rate of women. It's 1 in 4 women are victim of domestic violence, but the rate of men is also under 1 in 10. I'm just talking about women because I had to pick one, right? But for men, women, whoever, it's all ages. And I say this, so I did a human trafficking and rape series with a couple schools in Wake County, right? I was a guest speaker, talked about it, etc. And there were young girls there, high school girls, who had tears streaming down their face because they knew that their mother was in an abusive relationship, or they knew that their friends were in an abusive relationship. So I think understanding what abuse is can be, seen throughout all ages. At the same time, I used to speak to a senior citizens house. A church with senior citizens, and they were looking out for their grandchildren and for their neighbors' children, right? They wanted more information for that group. I worked with Wake County Alcoholics Anonymous, those counselors. So I used to train the counselors with Alcoholics Anonymous. And so a part of alcoholism is domestic violence. People get drunk and they become more abusive, or they have a drinking problem, they become more abusive. I spoke with the Hope Line, and the Hope Line is for people who have suicidal ideations. And when I spoke there, once again, the people who call with suicidal ideations, you hear it now. There's teens, there's young adults, there's adults. It varies. But they needed that information about domestic violence because a lot of times people have suicidal ideations which are related to domestic violence. So I was surprised that so many high school kids were interested in my book, but I guess it just depends. Whenever somebody's in a relationship, or your parents are in a relationship, or your kids are in a relationship that might be abusive.
Have you ever thought about
Wait. Can you stop?
Mm-hmm. You stopped.
Okay. So when you hear the ding, ask the question. Okay. Give me 1 second.